In this video, I'm going to show you how to get a massive string/pad patch inside of Equator 2. It's incredibly easy to do, and it all has to do with the power of the sample library that ships with the incredible Equator 2 VST plugin. This is the pad patch we're going to be making. So it's really rich, it's really large, it's really stereo, and it's just full and sounds really, really good. And believe it or not, those are only at most 2 MIDI notes triggering at the same time to make up that big lush sound. It's really easy to do. So what I'm going to do is show you how. I'm going to click New, then click OK to go ahead and initialize my patch. And as I said, we're going to be using the sampler for everything. I'm going to come in here and just type in violin just to get started. And I'm going to choose the violin sustain. That's what it sounds like. I'm going to bring its level down and pan it out to the side. Let's activate another engine and again choose the sampler. I'm going to come in here, just type in strings, and there's one called legato string 6.1. I'm going to go ahead and activate that, pan that one over to the left, and again bring its level down. So, well on our way. Let's add another sample, come into sampler. I'm going to type in warm pad, go ahead and activate that. Bring the level on this one way down and push it up an octave. And as well, I'm going to pitch it over, let's pitch it over to the left, way over to the left. Great. And let's keep going. I'm going to add another sampler over here. It's already on sampler. Great. Come into the menu and do a search for string ensemble. Sustain right here, double click. And this is going to be kind of the main driver over here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up pretty loud. So the next thing I want to do is come into the main amp envelope, and I'm going to pull up the attack pretty large. I'm going to pull up the sustain all the way and pull the release time way up as well. And maybe a little bit more on the attack. And a little bit more on the release. Let's turn on the filter, and the LP12 is fine, and let's roll it off instead of 1K around 2K. But we can go a little bit further in terms of sculpting that sound. I'm going to jump into the effects, just come in here and click an EQ, or add an EQ rather. And I've got one here called Strings Ensemble EQ, and this is what it looks like. It's just removing some of the harsher frequencies in the upper frequency range. And of course, we want to come in towards the end of the chain and add big reverb. I'm going to come in and again choose Big and Washed Out, which is a preset I made that I've used for a couple of these tutorials here on the ROLI channel. That is above 50%, it's at 60%, and it's just a really big, lush reverb. And of course, if we want to open this up, we can always come back in here to the cutoff and pull it up a little bit higher. Really depends on the project you're working on, whether or not you want that upper frequency content. But for what I'm working on here inside of Ableton Live, somewhere around 2K was working really well for it. And that's how easy it is to get a massive string ensemble patch inside of Equator 2 in the matter of no time.